The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis.
Keneduagu now out of his end zone.
Oh, good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Strebler. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Rashawn Gary that time through the line and getting the tackle for loss. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
The Vikings here hosting Green Bay in the season opener, and they've got one of those quirks in the schedule that is going to work in their favor. They play all 3 of their division home games in the first 5 weeks of the year. After Green Bay today, they'll host Detroit in week 3 and then Chicago in week 5. From the gun is Strebler.
Inside the 25. Pick up there to 22.
Weapons everywhere. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
The shotgun, Strebler. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 15.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man, complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones.
Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. To throw is Rodgers. Got a man, that's Lazard. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Off the option, it's Jones.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. And it'll be intercepted. It's Cameron Johnson who picks it. And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback. They'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, one great way to judge a defense. How do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
That was a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Back-to-back good plays had on the move on first down. Now Strebler. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. We're scoreless after one. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Here's the option going right. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a first down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
It's now 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 13-yard line. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
And Johnson's kick is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game, and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 45 on second down, Rodgers completed out left to Doubs. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Now on first down. He's got Lewis. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Packers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone.
Nwangu on the return. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And, oh, that is going to be a safety.
Normally we think about big swings and scores before the half. We think offense, but this time their defense made the play. Instant pressure off the snap, and they weren't going to let him find a way to escape.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Oh, hit as as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10.
Quick slant to Watson.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far. They just threw some away in that snap. But let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
After the incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. The kick by Crosby is good, and the lead stretches to 9. It's now 12-3.
So the lead extended, and I think at this point you say, hey, defense, take us to the end.
Well, if I got some good music to put to that, I could have a good country hit. I like the way you express yourself there. I think the offense has done enough so far. But like you say, if your defense is only giving up 3 points, it makes it a lot easier to settle for field goals on this side of the ball.
At their own 15-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
On play action, Strebler.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Here's Strebler to throw.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Second and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. To throw is Strebler. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner. And that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On 1st down, Rodgers got Dobbs over the middle. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On play action, it's Rodgers. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener. And it's a first down. On the counter, here's Jones. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Touchdown, Packers! Christian Watson making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Packers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Crosby with the extra point, and that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
19, Vikings 3.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard past.
Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody
rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23.
26, Vikings 3. Mason Crosby.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Nwangu now from his end zone.
Now a hit and a loose football.
So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalpost. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with
pressure. Gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Back near the goal line, Cousins. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
From the 31, Cousins. That is caught by Thielen.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock.
And nothing but green grass here. Middle of the field. Touchdown, Vikings.
This Viking game has certainly not gone their way at this point, but touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
No one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right.
And the third interception thrown by Cousins. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Well, that was almost a 4-point swing. The interception, if he had returned it all the way, would have been 2 for them, but just a little bit shy.
And when it's a play like that, you're exactly right with the math. But don't you feel like it would have counted for more if they found their way all the way back to the end zone and gotten the 2? That changes the whole momentum, doesn't it?
Taken from about the 12. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the fourth quarter. 66 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Powering forward. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. Throwing now is Rodgers.
And Lazard's got it again. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
Again, it's Jones.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings' 19-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
And the They'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
Well, they try to catch him by surprise there on third down, but this defense, they were all over the jet sweep.
And it's oftentimes all about what you're doing on the backside of the defense, whether it's the defensive end or the outside backer, who's setting the edge. And if they don't get blown off the line of scrimmage, they can really wreck a play. And in this case, they were able to make the tackle for a loss as a result.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They start the drive with Cook.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. There's a nice move, and he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. He's going to let it fly.
And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Packers, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles.
Yeah. You're in the presence of the realest essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the Cypress block, young buck holding the